Okay. Welcome back to Lenz's Comic Corner, Classic Lesson and Classics. This is episode number 2402 and episode number 2296. Got two Superman trades for you. First up is Superman 3, 2, 1, action! Yep. And this is the tie into Countdown. Yep. That's what the storyline is. Yeah. This trade here collects these fun comics: Legends of DC Universe 14, Action Comics 852 to 854, and Superman 665, which I've just got 666 already. Now, in case you're curious about 851, that's part of the last Son of Krypton storyline. Yeah, basically all released in 2007. The writers for the first two stories is Kurt Busiek. Their one is American Evolution, is Mark Evler. The artwork for Jimmy, Rick Lenardi, 3-2-1 Action, Brad Walker, and Steve Rude does the American Revelation. Yeah, mostly put, we start up with the Superman 365, which, yeah, you see his shirt, Countdown. Yep. Yeah, this is a tie-in to Countdown Infinite Crisis. A story, a weekly series that is ignored by Final Crisis because of how really, really bad it is. Due to the fact that it's got inconsistent artwork. The editor lazy at the wheel sleepy at the wheel because the artwork is very inconsistent. Also, the writing is inconsistent. It's written by really good people here. So you focus on Jimmy for an issue where, yeah, this is an issue where, like, okay, so you just focus on him, and then he finds out basically the story here, which of course was brought up in Countdown. Takes us to people and really fun stuff here. It's almost like a Superman's Power story, and of course we continue in Action Comics 852, which basically is 3-2-1 Action. It's still Jimmy Olsen stuff here. Yeah, by the way, love the reference here to his lead superhero's costume. Yeah. Yeah, most of it's him basically just trying to be a regular superhero. And of course following Superman around. Yeah, I think it was, you see him with his elastic powers. I think it's called Elastic Man. I think it was called in the lead superheroes. Which continues in Action Comics 853. Takes some various heroes. Now here's something in this book that is like dropped out of this. He's here as Mr. Action, fighting various things, fighting Brainiac, and then, well, in the finale for Stork, it because it picks up wherever Count left off. Yeah, Jimmy reveal opens up Clark's shirt reveal. He's Superman. Clark's trying to throw us like, oh, it's going to Clark. I know, right? How'd you know? Now that I don't know. Like I said, Mr. Action, that's new superhero, been news, got all the powers at least. The things, I know things like who we really are. I see. Because of that, you want me to get in Justice League? I'll tell Jim and Mr. Action. There's more being in League than just stopping pentagrams. I've never bored that. Oh? I've caught Leopard Man for one. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. The storyline itself was fine. It's weird that this is done in Superman. And then we continue over in Legends Universe number 14, which is all a Jack Kirby tribute issue. Because we have Doubleshot here. Yeah, the artist who does this here, this is Steve Rude. Which, of course, basically, the guy is basically doing a homage to Jack Kirby, which he does a really good job. You have the Guardian here as well. It's like anything loosely associated with Superman that Jack Kirby worked on is in this book. Yeah, really fun stuff here. This book is really good. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I give this book here's a shock. I'm giving this a 10 out of 10 because I thought it was really good. Alright, next up it is Superman, the third Kryptonian. This collects Action Comics 847 and Superman 668 to 670, along with Superman 13. 3 stories. That Kurt Busiek is the first 2, Third Kryptonian Best Day, with framing the season on the Best Day storyline. The artwork for the Kryptonian, Rick Lenardi. The Best Day is Rael Giddos, who also does Immer's Ear with Delight Dwayne McDuffie. Now, we start out with I think this is Third Kryptonian. We have Superman define the Domineers in here. He's here interacting with his adopted son, Chris, who gets a chance to meet Tim Drake here. Which, this stuff here is just so good. Really good here. I love the whole Thor Kryptonian storyline. Yeah, and they've included this really cool image here where we have Superman, Power Girl, Supergirl, and Chris Can't Love Crypto. Yeah, this whole stuff here is really good. I thoroughly enjoy this. And of course, it's all about going to Kandor. Yeah, the best day is some of the weird art style, which I think this art style was used for a miniseries, Maelstrom, I think it was, because look how basically this artist draws Supergirl. Yeah, it draws like she's really, really short. Not sure why. I love the costume. I always loved this version of the costume. The only person who was not a fan of this costume that I know of is Tony Bedard. He absolutely hates this costume for Supergirl. Yeah. If you want to know, he doesn't like this costume at all. If you want to know, ask him. He can give you an explanation for you. He just was not a fan of the costume. Yeah. Gotta love this artwork here. The anime storyline is basically all about one guy who just follows around Superman for the whole story. I think it's supposed to be John. Is it John? Can't think it is. It's yeah, Jonathan Kent. Yep. So yeah, it's basically Superman with his adopted father Jonathan Kent for a whole story. Which this story is absolutely beautiful, and I personally loved it. Yeah, and it looked like he was like a little younger. Jonathan was like, ooh, it's like, yeah, be with her, and yeah, that's it. This book, really good. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I give this book a 9.5 out of 10. You know what? 10. Because the book is that really good. Yeah. Oh, in case you're curious though, about Superman, like, because the very next trade here, I'm discussing more Superman stuff here, but there's an issue for Superman not collected here in the trade, which, let me take a look at something here. And see, for this era of Superman, if I missed anything. Excuse me. Okay, so with Redemption, I got them from 650 to 659. But what about 660? So I still gotta do that too. The each one action is 665, obviously. Let's see, 60, 64. So still 660 and yeah, 660 and well, there's not really much stuff here left to go for because the next trade here will be capping off. I should probably do also. Let me take a look. I don't remember if I reviewed. Yeah, I may have to do like the following episode of this one, cover like the missing issues that for some reason not in trade. Yeah, I have to take a look at this about that. Yeah, probably because 660. Yeah. Basically, I think for the next comic corner, I'll discuss the issues that were skipped over in trade. Yeah, I'll discuss that plus the other two trades here. So far, it's at least two. Yeah, I'm thinking it's just two. Yeah, just two. Basically, it's three overall. Yeah, there's like three books overall I'm going to discuss along with the very next one. So, hopefully, when I finish up this era for Superman, I get a chance to, well, basically say I got from 650 to basically present done. Yep, so yes, that's a particular. Then we're going to give myself a break, and then I'll come back here for about two more comic corners, okay? Thanks, you. Bye.